Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about Facebook ads, specifically when you should be using a manual bid for your conversion campaigns. And this is a response to a comment left by Destin Jones on one of our videos. Hey guys, welcome back to Marketing Hustle. My name is Aaron Sidhu, and on this channel we simplify marketing so that you can accelerate your business growth. So in today's video, we're going to respond to a comment left by Destin Jones. He says, while dropshipping, conversion objective, and the interest I'm testing isn't converting well, should I set up manual bidding to cap to get ahead of all the lowest bids in that interest? So I'm going to translate this into less technical terms. So Destin is running a conversion campaign. He's doing drop shipping. So he's trying to get sales online and he's testing against an interest audience. I'm assuming it's a cold audience, which hasn't heard of his brand probably ever. So he's saying he's not seeing good results and he wants to know if it's better, instead of using the default lowest cost optimization, does it make more sense to pivot to a cost cap, which basically lets you tell Facebook how much you're willing to pay for a conversion. So for example, you can go in there and say, let's say you're selling a $100 product. You can say, my cost cap is $25. Don't bid over $25. If I can't get the conversion, don't spend my budget. That's a tricky question, but I'll give you my perspective. If you know what you're willing to pay in order to be profitable for your e-com dropshipping business, put the max amount. Facebook's never going to go over that. They're always going to start on the lowest possible bids. So the users that are most likely to take that conversion action at the lowest cost. So you're always going to see a graph sort of like this, where the first couple of days, the performance is going to be the cheapest cost per action, and it's going to give you the best results. And then over time, as they continue to expose their ads to your audience, it's going to go up because again, they start with the people most likely to convert first. So if you know what you're willing to pay, so let's say you have a $100 product and you're willing to pay up to $50 to get a sale, put that number in. If you don't know what that number is, or you're trying to maximize your budget, it wouldn't make sense doing that, because then what happens is, let's say you want to spend $500 a day. If you want to spend $500 a day, but Facebook can only get 5 sales within your bid, then it might only spend, let's say, $100 of those $500. Now, if that's fine with you, if you want profitability over maximum revenue, that's totally fine. That's when you want to use a manual bid. For most people, low cost is probably going to work until you figure out the number that's right for your business. Again, if you come onto Facebook and you already know what your maximum you're willing to bid, just plug that number in and Facebook will never go over that number. Now, there is one more scenario where it makes sense using manual bids. And I honestly don't presume that this is going to be useful for everyone. It's more of an advanced tactic. Let's say you're using lookalike audiences to scale. So now let's say you're doing really well with Facebook advertising and you're like, what if I put, I don't know, $500,000, like a ton of money into my campaigns? How can I scale this with manual bids? Well, there is a structure you could do where you can create, lookalike ones, lookalike 1%, which is an audience similar to your existing purchasers. So you can use an email list or a list of people who've already bought from you. You can create a lookalike audience. It's a commonly known tactic. But the thing with the lookalike audiences is you can go from 1 to 10%, meaning 1% is 1% of the population in the country that you're advertising. And they're the ones most closely matching the characteristics to your buyers. 10% is obviously a lot more people because it's representative of 10% of the population in that market you're advertising, but they match the least amount of characteristics from your initial audience source. So what you tend to see is lookalike 1% perform really good, but have limited scale. Lookalike 10% don't perform as well, probably a lot better than interest targeting, but they have a lot more scale. So this is where you can use manual bids, because you can have a structure where you have an ad set for your lookalike 1%, then you can have another ad set for, let's say, your lookalike 2 to 3%, then you could do 6 to 7, so on and so forth. And then you could do different bids across all these audiences. So you can bid the highest for your lookalike 1%, let's say that's $50. But then by the time you get to your lookalike 10%, now you bring that down to like $15, so that you're only advertising to the people that you can get at the lowest cost from that pool, not anybody else, basically. That's a long-winded answer to say to respond to your comment, Destin. And I do hope it helps. Let us know in the comments if you end up watching this video. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning into another episode of Marketing Hustle, where we simplify marketing so that you can accelerate your business growth. And if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe if you learned something. Also, if you want us, well, me, not us, because it's me behind the camera, to do a video on a specific topic related to Facebook ads or social advertising in general, drop a comment below, ask your question, and please give me as much information as possible so that I can give you the most strategic response as possible. Till the next video, peace.